Welcome everybody to another episode of the Talking with Heroes talk show program. I am Bob Calvert, your host, founder. It's talkingwithheroes.com. Our news site has all of our new shows we've been doing, audio and video. It's thankyouforyourservice.us. And if you've been following the videos that have been posted already, we're here in the Villages, Florida at the 2016 r4alliance.org National Conference. And we're here right now with Jasmine Townsend and Brent Hawkins. They are both part of a research study at Clemson University. I had the pleasure of interviewing you all, I guess, a couple times, audio, video last year. And we're excited because we're about ready to hear about the results of the studies. As a matter of fact, when we leave here, we're going back in and they're going to be talking to the whole conference. And we'll post that video too. But just to start out, for people who haven't heard you before on Talking with Heroes, you just introduce yourselves, tell a little bit about your background, and then we'll kind of go into the study and all that.
Okay, hello, my name is Jasmine Townsend and I'm a professor at Clemson University, an assistant professor. I'm also a recreational therapist. So I've been a professor for this is my 5th year, and I've been a rec therapist on top of that for another 5 or so years before that. And I work primarily in adaptive sports and with military families. My research area is mostly military families and recreation and understanding the outcomes of participation in recreation and recreation therapy for individuals with physical disabilities, cognitive disabilities, whatever, but specifically with military right now.
And last year at the conference, my daughter was here with my youngest grandchild. You were here with your baby. How's the baby doing?
He's good. He's 18 months now and walking and talking and...
Go ahead and say hi to him.
Hi, Carter.
Okay, Brent, introduce yourself, please.
Sure.
We're sharing a mic, folks, so.
Hi, I'm Brent Hawkins. I'm also assistant professor at Clemson University. Part of the recreational therapy staff there as well. I've been a recreational therapist for a number of years. This is my 4th year on faculty at Clemson. Similar to Jasmine, she and I work closely together, but my research focuses on what affects community reintegration for injured veterans and their families. We look at what factors are associated with it, and then how can we manipulate those factors in practice, and how can recreation participation impact that reintegration and the whole transitional process. So that's where our research is going right now.
Now, how long since you started the project, the study? About a year or two, or?
It's been, a year and a half?
The actual data collection has been a year and a half.
Okay. Now, later on at the conference, you're going to be talking about some of the results, and it's in what, peer review right now? Explain that.
We're currently writing up the manuscript, so we'll have that completed in about another month, and then we'll send it off for peer review for publication. Right now, the target is to submit it to an open access journal, which means that there's no fee associated with receiving the journal or receiving the article, so people can share it openly without worry of copyright infringement or anything like that. That's associated with some journals. So that's currently where we are.
So everybody, including all the people watching right now, when it comes out, everybody can promote it. Social
Correct.
Media, everything.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
When do you anticipate that happening?
It depends on the review process of the journal. So some journals are quicker than others to get things turned around, go through the peer review process, and actually be published online or in print or both. So probably within a year is probably a fairly good estimate. It could be a little sooner than that. It could be a little bit longer than that, but around a year.
Can you give us an idea of some of what we're going to be hearing later?
Sure. Just hold the microphone. So there was 3 main areas that we measured in our study, and that was post-traumatic stress symptoms, depression, anxiety, and general stress symptoms, and then physical and mental health functioning. And overwhelmingly, overall, we have a positive trend, positive reductions in all of those areas. So reductions in post-traumatic stress symptoms, reductions in depression, anxiety, and stress, and also increases in mental health functioning. No increases in physical health functioning, but we can explain that later. So overall, very positive trends, long-term trends. So it's not just that those changes and those reductions are happening in the immediate participation in the programs, but they are sustained over time. So we measured at 3 and 6 month follow-up time points following people's completion in the program, and those changes were still present at that time. So this is a little bit different than what some research is out there. It only measures the immediate impact. So we really strive to get more long-term data so that we could look at the long-term impacts of participation in these programs and have a better understanding if what we think we're doing lasts for a long time.
I'm really glad to hear that, because that was going to be one of my questions. In my own family, I see PTSD, I see TBI, I see what can happen, different things and all that. And so the long term, it's really encouraging. Does it show multiple times going back to different recreational therapy situations or groups, or one time, or?
Yeah, this was all just based on one-time participation. And so, we weren't able to control for that in our study very much, so it could be that they are attending other events or retreats, recreation-based retreats and such during the study time period, but we didn't control for that. We did ask about whether or not they were receiving other non-recreation based treatments, and 65-ish% of our sample were undergoing some other treatment at the same time. And so whether that is medication or other standard therapies, we didn't get that detail, but we do know that they are having other areas, other services at the same time in conjunction with the recreation-based therapies.
The great thing about R4 Alliance is there's so many members now, so many different types of recreational therapy. They announced yesterday 80 members now, and some of these members have hundreds of chapters across the country.
Yeah.
With all kinds of different types of recreational therapy. So it seemed like to me, I'm not a researcher or anything, but going to more than one maybe different project, or that might actually help more.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead, Brent.
There's something to be said for that as well. I mean, we don't want veterans to just go to one service, to go to one program, and then, okay, go back home. You're fixed now. We don't anticipate that happening. That doesn't show in the literature either, or this research study. We want them to be continuing services and going out and participating in recreation through different programs, because we've now enabled them to do that. We've empowered them to go and seek these services independently. There's something to be said for that. And not all these programs are recreational therapy. They're providing recreation, and there are therapeutic outcomes that come from it, but it's more of a byproduct. And some of these programs are recreational therapy where you're intentionally using recreation for a specific outcome, and we tried to measure some of those outcomes in this study.
Great. Is there any way that people could follow you online to the Clemson University website, or?
Clemson University does has a number of media outlets, I would say. So they have a YouTube channel. Our college, which is the College of Behavioral, Social, and Health, we just changed names. BSHS, Behavioral, Social, and Health Sciences. That's it. So the College of Behavioral, Social, and Health Sciences. They have a YouTube channel, and they also have a Facebook group that's open to anyone, and they highlight various researchers within our college, but they've also done a few pieces on my work, and I think they've done something with your work?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe after this.
Yeah, exactly. So they would type what into Facebook to find it?
Clemson University College of Behavioral, Social, and Health Sciences.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's exactly right, but that'll get you close enough probably.
That's okay. I'll test it later tonight so I can get...
And our recreational therapy program, the Clemson University Recreational Therapy, we have a Facebook page that you can also like, and you'll see posts about our research and also ways that our students are involved in practice and research and their education. So that's Clemson University Recreational Therapy on Facebook.
That's interesting. So you're not just doing a study. At the university, veterans or people that can benefit from this, they can actually experience it themselves. What kind of programs do you have?
Well, our students go out through something that's called preceptorships, and they go out and practice as recreational therapists. And it's not just veterans; it's anyone with a disability or has some sort of health condition. So our students are getting hands-on experience, and we also take our research into the classroom. Our students, at least in my opinion, they're coming out with the better skill set as to how to serve veterans because of the research we've been involved in. So that's one of the ways. Another way that the research is impacting. It's impacting future therapists who will be serving veterans.
I'm really glad you're all doing this, and that university, Clemson University, that we'd be so involved in this. It's really great. So just whoever's in charge there, thank you. Okay, anything else you want to share with people? I know you got to get in pretty soon to start your talk. Okay, well, last thing I'd like to ask you to do, I don't know if you remember this from previous interviews, but just look at the camera and give a shout out to our troops.
So this is my shout out to the troops. Thank you so much for your service, and we hope to have you return home soon and that we can all be here to support you in any way that we can. So thank you very much.
Yeah, first off, great job out there. I mean, you guys are protecting us, and we greatly appreciate that. And when you come home, we're trying our best to make sure you have the services that you need, that are delivering the best outcomes that you deserve. So thank you, and come home safe.
Great. Well, folks, you've been listening again on TalkingWithHeroes.com. We're here at the R4Alliance.org National Conference. By now we should have a lot of videos up. I know last night we put up the video with combat veteran wounded warrior Matt Statton with the special assistant to the Secretary of the Army's office. You really want to watch that one too. But these videos are just absolutely amazing. I feel so privileged and honored to be able to be a part of this. So watch the videos, share the videos. We post on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, bunch of social media. Get connected with us. Get connected with Clemson University. But get these videos out. Word of mouth is spreading on YouTube. I know we're close to 400,000 now in the videos there. No advertising. It's all word of mouth. And so help us share them. Thank you very much for listening. And I also want to say before I close, to all of our men and women who are deployed, maybe in areas of harm's way. I know we have hundreds of more soldiers now. Just getting into the combat areas in Iraq and maybe some in Syria. So be safe, stay alert. God bless you. God bless America.